So let's take a quick peek at these Grand Banquet events. Now, you can't finish everything without making a purchase. That's why they slapped a heroic on this SMS. There's what, 4 days of events, maybe 5 events. So there's 4 days of events, right? So you'll have 2 events every day. You'll get 1 free ticket, it looks like. You'll be able to do half of them. So you'll be able to get to here and get 400 points if you do the event every day through the weekend. If you want the rest of the points, which would give you, is this the Scarecrow avatar? Why won't it click? There we go. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Scarecrow avatar. Plus the extra, 1,000 coins or whatever it is. 28, 56, what's that, about 1,100 coins? $11.32. So if you want the extra 1132 coins, well, of course, then you have to buy it. And what are they charging for this stuff these days? I think it's only like a $20 purchase. Grand Banquet tickets. There we go. 4 extra tickets for 20 bucks. But it's not just the tickets. You do also get a full unlock of Neelix, or possibly enough to tier him up. It's not a bad value. 20 bucks for Neelix, a below deck officer who triggers burning, plus the extra tickets, which get you into 4 more events, which get you an extra 1,100 from the individual SMS, as my game crashes now. See if this one will load faster. Probably. So you get the extra 4 events that you can do here, which gets you the extra 1,100 coins from that, plus whatever's in each actual individual event. We'll assume it's the same thing, and this is probably going to be about the same, about 1,100, 11, what's it, 1183, 1138. That's slightly less. That's 1129. That's a interesting little number. And it's about the same over here, right? Yeah, slightly less there. That may also help both your Alliance. Well, the Alliance one is not that far. Everybody should finish this one up pretty easily for the Alliance one. The server one, maybe it helps you get to that last milestone there, which would be an extra 1,100. So all in all, there's a few little things you can get it. Plus, like I said, you get the Neelix shards. So basically, you're buying Neelix for 20 bucks, and then you're getting some extra pulls. And you've got 3 different options to choose from. Sharing the food seems like the one that's probably the least likely to be chosen. Each chest only being 753, and it doesn't look like there's really any type of penalty for choosing a larger amount of chests. 753 times 3. You actually save 1 because they rounded it down. But again, you're talking about stuff to help upgrade the Alliance starbase, maybe get a little ISO for yourself. This is probably not the one most people are going to pick. Eating the food, 1129 per chest. Okay, so that's what you normally get on the regular ones. You got a shot at some proto matter, some tier up stuff, some artifact tokens, extra trial bells, which would then yield more proto matter. This certainly seems like it would be a very popular choice. But here's the thing, is the info button still, so the info button's still broken. So we don't know what the chances are of getting any of this stuff, which is sad and disappointing. What are my odds of getting any of this junk, huh? Hey, Samo, happy Turkey Day. Thank you for lurking on your way by. What's up, Ace? Joe, what's going on? So, without knowing exactly what the ratios are, it does make it a little challenging to make an informed decision. Now, granted, you have 4 days on this, so maybe you might want to hold off on choosing what polls you make until I don't know they fix this, because that's just uh, disappointing. As far as donating the food, this will probably be the most popular option, although it is slightly more expensive at 1,500 a poll as opposed to 1,100. It might limit your opportunities. Now down here, you've got small chances. You've got what, 8 officers, 9 officers. So you've got your 5 Voyager rare below deck people. You also have 7 of 9 below deck, Odo below deck, Hugh below deck, and just because I guess we don't have any other way to source her, we threw Jadzia in. But these packs are a little bit more expensive than the other ones. And again, without knowing what your chances are of getting between a rare versus an epic pull versus a tier 1, a tier 2, or a tier 3 pull, which is, the tier 3 pull being a full unlock, I'm going to have to assume this is 1%. And then maybe this is what, like 19% chance to getting this. So you got maybe a 80% chance of getting something in this row, basically. Probably more heavily weighted towards these guys as well. Click the I button. On the outside of the folder. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Well, that's... let's just say that's a certain R word that people don't like it when you use it anymore. We'll call it ridiculous. But there you go. Okay. Each pull will give officer shards 1% to get a full unlock, 34% chance to get 5, 65% chance. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. It's basically 3 to 2, or 2/3, 1/3 snowballs chance in you know where. And then each pull will give independent credits, most likely getting 500. Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. This I button here, you're talking about most likely getting 3,300 protomatter or 657 catalysts. Okay. And then you're guaranteed some trial bells, most likely getting the 50 pull. But, oh, let me keep scrolling. Keep scrolling, but wait, there's more. You're guaranteed premium artifact tokens. So you're guaranteed at least 1,000 artifact tokens. And you're guaranteed at least 2,500 active nanoprobes, which are what you use to promote Borg officers. So, 65% chance of this, 34% chance of this, 1% chance of one of these two, and then same thing, probably getting this, probably getting this, probably getting this. Maybe you get lucky and you get a 2,000 artifact token, which is just, it's 2 chests instead of 1. Looking at the officer shards again, you've got a 64%, 65% chance of getting something from this row, that 34% chance of getting something from this row, and a 1% chance of getting something from the top row. Just like playing games at the carnival, right? you're going to spend about 10 bucks trying to get the big stuffed animal for your loved one, and you're going to end up getting the tiny little chipmunk or something like that, which hopefully they think is just as cute and adorable. Oh, and you'll get 500 independent credits for your trouble. Okay. Ace, you got 5 Neelix shards on your Ops 22 and 2 on your Ops 49 account. I think Bel Air said earlier he also got, yeah, he got 5 Neelix shards from his pull as well. So if we assume that the events pay out similar, let's see what we can even try and get out of here, right? So let's just say, realistically speaking, you complete the, you know what, let's just do this in Excel. Give me a blank Excel sheet. Let's do it this way. We'll make this nice and easy. We'll make some columns. It'll be fun. All right, so you got the AMS is giving you 150, 225, 376, and 754. Then you've got the IMS, which is paying out 226, 339, 566, and 1133. You've got the 4 individual events. 12, 169, 282, 566. And then you've got this thing, which is the heroic 283, 283, 283, 283. All right. Some copy. All right. So, if your alliance manages to finish their whole thing, you're getting 1505. If your server manages to finish, you're getting 2262. The solos, you get 1129 per solo. That's daily, so you should get that times 4. And then that would give you 4 milestones on the heroic as well. We'll just do it that way to keep it simple. So if you get all this done, base value is going to be around 9,400, which isn't bad. Now, the thing I do want to check, which is also why I wanted to open both accounts, is are the amounts the same, or is it ops related? Because that would be a shame. So let's do a quick comparison here. The IMS, the amounts are the same. The milestones are different based on server population. The alliance milestones, the payouts are the same. Okay, so that's good. The heroics here are 283, so that's the same. And the individual one is also the same. Okay, so that's good. So all of the rewards are the same, universal. So we like that. So if you don't buy anything, you're looking at about 9,400. If you did buy the pack, well then you're going to get 4 more of these. So you're going to get 4 more solos. And you'll get 4 more milestones of the heroic as well, which will give you another 5,600. So in addition to the unlock of Neelix for your 20 bucks, or the additional Neelix shards, you're also getting another 5,600, which, it's 3 more pulls here, but is it enough? It's not enough to get at that one, but if you add them together, what do we get here? 15,000? It gets you to basically 10 pulls. 15,065. 15,0. Yeah, you'd have enough to do 10 chest pulls all total from this bundle here. And then you'd have like 3 coins left over because of rounding. So you'd get to keep something in your inventory. So that's not terrible for a $20 investment. Now, if you come over here and you were to do these pulls, well, now these are only $11.29 a piece. And we said you've got 15065 to work with, divided by 11.29. That's going to get you 13 pulls of this pack, and you'll have a little bit left over. So definitely some options. Happy Thanksgiving, Olympus. Okay. We're not even going to do it for this pack because, well, honestly, I don't think anybody's really going to pick this one. Maybe if you're, because even then, I don't feel like this is the stuff that holds people back from upgrading their Alliance Starbase. I don't think it's this stuff usually. It's all the stuff you have to mine and then expose your Starbase for, which then gets attacked and looted, that holds you back. Maybe you might want the ISO emulsion to do some research. Oh, that's right. I'm in the wrong section. I got to come back here and click the button. Most likely you're getting 20,000. Maybe you get lucky and you get a 50,000 pull. This might help some people do some territory research. So there may be a handful of people out there who pick it just for this, because they just want to get more territory research done, because there's some good stuff in that tree. And that's the thing too, if you're going for the Monavine, if you're, still working on a jellyfish or whatever, and you need the extra, you've been devoting all of your ISO towards doing those weekly pulls, and you're falling behind on your research. Maybe, maybe if you make a couple pulls out of, if you do 10 or 11 pulls out of here, and you're like, well, I've got 2,100 left, I could take one more pull of this and then have a bunch left over. Or maybe I take 2 or 3 pulls off of this just to use up the rest of the currency. Like, I could see that being a scenario where this is, you do the math, you kind of figure out how far you can get, and then, take the rest and just use it here just to use it all up so you don't have leftovers sitting there. Hey, Gonkar, welcome on in. The events are not hard. They're very easy to complete. So overall, if you don't buy anything, you're looking at 9,400, which is what, about six officer pulls? Because these are 1505. It gets you to 9,000. Yeah, so you come up a little, you'll have a few hundred left over. Or you do, 1505 times 5, 7,500, and then maybe you take 2 of the territory bundles, or 1 territory bundle plus 1 ISO bundle, just to mix and match and use up the rest of your currency the most efficiently. Because if you do 6 officer bundles, you'll end up with like 400 left over. But if you do that for 7,500, One of these gets you to like 8,300, and then this one for 1,100 gets you to that 94, which is pretty close to what you've got. Maybe, I don't know, you'd have to double check if you can get it there exactly. But there's some options. So, not bad. Not a bad little event. I'm probably not. I'm not going to buy the $20 battle pass. The $20 little thing. But that's me personally. But I certainly, definitely understand people wanting to make this purchase. Seems like it's a decent purchase. And if you make it through the web store, you get the multiphasics to go along with it. So for $20, you're getting Neelix plus a couple multiphasic packs. I mean, that's 5 multiphasic packs plus the extra pulls. The value is here if you're inclined to spend $20.